Hello everyone, are you ready for another anime recap? Then subscribe right now to this Anime Plots YouTube channel and watch this full video. Did you subscribe? Okay, let's start the video.
The students return to the cruise ship only to find the vacation isn't over yet. Well, it hasn't really started. Apparently, there's a second special test to be held on the ship itself. The students are put into groups named after the planets, 8 groups of 14, with 3 students from classes A and B and 4 from C and D. The test takes place over 3 days. On the first, 1 student per group is chosen to be the VIP. The groups meet twice a day to discuss who that is and how to proceed. There are 4 possible cases regarding the test. Case 1. Every student receives 500,000 private points if everyone who isn't in the VIP's class guesses correctly, netting the VIP a 500,000 point bonus. Case 2. If anyone guesses wrong, excluding the VIP's classmates, the VIP receives 500,000 points. If the VIP is exposed, the final 2 cases still apply. Case 3. If someone guesses the right answer, they receive 500,000 points and their class gets 50, unless the student is in the VIP's class, in which case, the test continues. Case 4. If the wrong answer is sent, the class loses 50 points while the VIP receives 500,000 along with their class who receives 50. On the first day, Ayanokoji and Suzune show each other their email confirming that neither is a VIP. Ryuen appears and interrogates Suzune, still believing she is the mastermind of Class D. A war almost breaks out during the first meeting of Team Mars, Ayanokoji's team. Trying to come to an agreement, the idea of aiming for Case 1 is floated, but Class A refuses to engage with the others, vowing to stay silent the entire time. After the meeting, Ayanokoji overhears 3 students from Class C harassing Kei, accusing her of getting into an altercation with their classmate and demanding an apology. Defending herself, Kei denies it, claiming she has no idea what they're talking about. Ayanokoji meets with his classmates about the identity of a VIP. But before they can make a game plan, Koenji correctly guesses the Saturn Group's VIP. Although the others think it was premature speculation, Koenji continues his streak of getting off early and finishing first to get the max vacation time. That evening, Ayanokoji asks Suzune about Kei and whether they could use her status in Class D to their advantage when Ryuen appears. Apparently, he already has the game in the bag along with his classmates' cell phones, despite going against the rules. With them, he's able to check who received the VIP email. Suzune turns down his offer to unite the other 3 classes against Class A, disgusted by his creepy demeanor. On his way back to his cabin, Ayanokoji notices Kei distraught, begging Hirata to protect her from Shiho and the other bullies from Class C. He agrees, suggesting she simply apologizes and reiterates that they are only dating for appearances, a purely transactional relationship. This only frustrates Kei, who breaks off their fake relationship, accusing Hirata of not caring about her. Ayanokoji approaches Hirata, who confirms his suspicions of Kei's history of being a bullying victim after she storms off. On the 3rd day, Shiho and her lackeys bring Rika, luring Kei to a quiet area of the ship. Kei has a panic attack. Shiho figures she must have been bullied before and coerces Riko into hitting her repeatedly as Ayanokoji watches from the shadows, obviously having knowledge of the meeting. He approaches Kei while she breaks down after the girls leave and uses her helplessness to his advantage. When he discovers a cut on her chest, he promises to protect her in exchange for helping him unify Class D to win the exam. Before the final meeting, Hanami and Ayanokoji discuss making it to Class A, even though they are in separate classes. Hanami reveals that they can both make it, with points, of course. Just a measly 20 million will do. Ayanokoji admits that he saw her total while handling her phone. During the final meeting, it's decided that everyone shows the email they received to prove they aren't the VIP. Even with the chance of someone submitting their guess first, everyone complies one by one until Yukimura hesitates, stunning everyone when he confesses to being the VIP, begging them to keep quiet until the test is through. Hanami doesn't buy it and calls Ayanokoji's number, revealing that he switched phones with Yukimura, implying he's the VIP, more like the real MVP. Kei and Ayanokoji discuss the real plan. After determining Kei was the VIP, he offers that they exchange not just phones but SIM cards too, which he obtained from SAE. Ayanokoji then switches Kei's phone with Yukimura's. Hanami explains that she was aware of their plot but chose not to share it owing to their connection with Class D. Ryuen appears, revealing a Class D student falsely claimed that Kikyo was one of the VIPs, departing after threatening Suzune and Class D once again. It turns out the VIPs were picked based on the place of their names in the hiragana scripture and the VIP's associated planet group, which allowed Class C to figure out the VIPs' identities. Back at school, the next test is a 13-event sports festival themed. Team Red vs. Team White. Team Red classes A and D versus Team White, classes B and C. The festival offers numerous benefits. The top 3 placements get 1,000 points or bonuses on their written test, and drawbacks. The worst 10 placements lose bonuses on their written exam. Classes choose who participates in the activities. Class decides on selecting participants based on talent or volunteering. Suzune recommends pairing stronger and weaker students to win the events, at the risk of the weaker students losing out on merit. Suzune's proposition does not sit well with Kei. She refutes the notion, pointing out that Suzune looks down on everyone and can't unify the class with such an attitude. Kei seeks Kikyo's advice, who suggests combining both views, and the class agrees. But Suzune just enrages the class by labeling them incompetent. Hirata reconciles by polling the class on who had the better concept, siding with Kei. Later, Kei and Ayanokoji talk about how he told her to oppose Suzune's plans and acquire Kikyo's perspective. He predicts there's a traitor in Class D but refuses to elaborate. Ayanokoji tells Suzune he believes Kikyo is the one betraying the class. He invites her to spy on Team White, where Suzune openly wonders if Kikyo sold information, which she denies. The sports festival gets underway while Sudo inspires Class D to keep morale high. Ryuen beats down Sudo in the top of the pole event, causing Team Red to lose. Matters worsen when Suzune gets hurt after colliding with another student from Class C. Kei and Ayanokoji suspect the Class D traitor revealed the participation list to Ryuen for Sudo and Suzune to be targeted. Ayanokoji goes on to say that he never intended for the class to win the festival, and that doing nothing is the best course of action. Sudo is so upset at being targeted that he hits Hirata and then flees, severely decreasing class morale. Ayanokoji instructs Suzune to be useful in persuading Sudo to rejoin and use him as her own weapon, just as he uses her. During a short break, Kei and Hirata ask Ayanokoji who the traitor is, to which he responds that submitting the leaked list was Suzune's idea. Kikyo convinces Suzune to go to the doctor, where Ryuen awaits. He accuses Suzune of intentionally hurting his classmate and demands 1 million private points for his silence. Suzune thinks it's a bluff, but Ryuen demands the points and for Suzune to grovel, giving her until the end of the festival. Suzune runs into her brother in the hall, admitting that she's aware of her inadequacies and will no longer bother him. While Suzune attempts to get Sudo back, he reveals that he only attended the festival to prove to the class that he isn't useless after all. Suzune insists that he shouldn't give up, because it would only prove them right. Meanwhile, Ayanokoji confronts Kikyo about being the traitor before the break ends. She disputes the claim and speculates why Ayanokoji didn't update the list if he was aware she had leaked it, which she believes would have caused inter-class confusion. She finally admits that she leaked the list and sold her VIP knowledge to Ryuen to see Suzune and Ayanokoji expelled. Suzune attempts to persuade Sudo again, pointing out how they both crave recognition from others. She admits to seeking her brother's approval, isolating herself from others. Following her experiences with Class D, she learns that she can't fight alone and needs friends, to which Sudo succumbs, realizing they're more alike than he thought. Sudo returns to the festival and apologizes for his behavior. But due to injuries, Suzune and another student withdraw from the final event, so Kikyo and Ayanokoji step in. Manabu and Ayanokoji discuss the future of Class D before the last event, a relay race, and the latter indulges the former in a race to discover more about him. Manabu waits despite being in the lead. As soon as Ayanokoji's baton touches his hand, they both take off, leaving the school in shock when he almost beats the student council president. Suzune meets with Ryuen to give her response with Kikyo present. Suzune confronts her about being a traitor and tells her to drop the innocent act. Kikyo agrees and then confesses her plan to eject Suzune by any means necessary and eliminate those who know about her past. Ryuen admits that he had Kikyo supply the list and told Saki to injure Suzune then pretend to be gravely wounded. Suzune refuses to be blackmailed, revealing she's been recording the whole conversation, but so has Ryuen. Suddenly, he receives an anonymous email containing a tape of him urging Saki to hurt Suzune. He compliments Suzune and Class DS mastermind for predicting their every move, backing off for now. After Manabu announces his resignation as president of the student council, Maya Sato timidly asks Ayanokoji for his phone number, implying she has a crush on him. Despite finishing last in the festival, none of the students were expelled, much to Ms. Chabashira's delight. It's the first time she hasn't lost a student.
I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the part 1 of the video. Subscribe right now for part 2.
How was the video? We hope it was good. If so, please check these videos. Also, please comment down your thoughts and your suggestions for future videos. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing now to show the support to our channel. We hope to see you soon with another video right in this channel. Have a nice day.